Yes, so hello guys, hope you all are doing well. And today I'm going to start a new topic that is called as articles and determiners. So I hope that you all are aware of the articles which we use like a, and the. Okay, so this is all about these things. Okay, so if we talk about the definition of determiners, so determiners the words which are used before nouns to fix or define the nouns in some way or other way are called as determiners. Okay, and the articles a and the are called as articles. So basically, determiners are the words which will be used before the nouns to fix or define the nouns in some way or other way are called as determiners. Okay, and articles are not a separate part of a speech, they are demonstrative adjectives. Articles are used before the nouns and may be called as determiners. Okay, so basically, articles are a part of determiners, and the a and n are called as indefinite articles, while the is called as a definite article. Okay, so basically, the indefinite article an or a is a weakened form of one that is called as indefinite because it does not refer to any particular person or a thing. The person or thing is not specifically defined, so it remains indefinite. Okay. For example, I saw a boy in the playground. Any boy, not definite. Okay. So it is written here that any boy, so it cannot be specified to a single person only. There can be any person and it is used for that person. I saw a boy in the playground. Okay, so you know that this boy is the noun. Okay, and these articles will be used before these. They're like a and the, so these all are will be used before the noun. Okay, and the next is he said he would have an orange. Any orange, it is not definite. Any orange it can be. Okay, so it is not specific like which type of orange, its color or like its smell, but it is an orange, so it is called as orange. Okay, so basically, you know what is the difference when we will use a or when we will use an. Okay, basically, if this one, if we talk about this noun, if this noun's first letter, like this o, the first letter, if it will be a vowel, okay, then we will use an. But if it's not an vowel, it will use we will use a. Okay, so like here, look at this, it's a boy. Okay, so basically its first letter is b, that is not a vowel, that is a consonant. So we will use a before this. I saw a boy. He said he would have an orange. Okay. So this is the basic difference between a and n. Then when we will use a and when we will use an. Okay. And the definite article the is a weakened form of that and is called as definite because it is used to refer to a particular or a definite person or thing. As you know, when the is used when we talk about a special thing. Okay, whenever we will talk about a special thing, a special place, then we will use the before that. Okay, like the monitor went to call the teacher. So who, the monitor? So monitor is a specific person. It is only one in the class. So we will use the before this monitor. Okay, the monitor of the class, the teacher of the class. So they are a special person. They are only one person, we can say. Okay, so we will use the before these words. The sun rises in the east. So sun is a special thing, and sun is only a specific object around us. So we will use the before sun. Okay, and so it is also written here, the sun is a particular object, east a particular direction. So whenever we will talk about a particular direction, then we will use the before that noun. Okay, and an article is used before a countable singular noun as A hen laid an egg. An elephant killed a boy. The baby is playing in the garden. So basically, an article, we know that in article A and in the all, these will come. So when we will use these articles, like whenever the noun will be countable singular noun. Okay. So if the noun is not countable, then we will use not use these articles before the noun. So the condition for using these articles is that the noun should be singular and it should be countable noun. Okay, like if we talk about this sentence, then egg is a countable noun. We can count how many eggs. Okay, a hen laid an egg. Okay, and an elephant. So elephant we can count. So an is used before that. An elephant. The baby is playing in the garden. So the baby is specific. So it is specific one baby. Okay, so it is a single piece. So we can say it is countable. So this is the basic things about the article, when and how they will be used, and the conditions of all these. Okay. So I hope you all guys learned it well, like these points. If you have any doubt, you can ask to me. Have you any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, that's good. So we are moving forward, and the choice between a or n is determined by sound. A is used before words beginning with consonant sound. Okay, as I previously also said that a will be used before the consonants. Okay, and consonants with consonant sound like a boy, a dog, a pan, a horse, a ba, a human being, a yard, a ear, and etc. And all these are that consonants. So we will use a before these words. And vowels with a consonant sound. That there are also some consonants, and when you speak them, and then the sound of vowel will come. Okay, so these words are like European. Okay, if we refer to this word, then if we about if we move according to the definition, then it is a vowel. Okay, because it is started with e. So uh, like a, e, I, o, u, we know that these all words are vowels, but it is not a vowel here. It is a consonant word, because if we collectively call this as, though, it will be called as European. Okay, so like if we talk in Hindi, then the sound of yeah is coming, but we know that vowel are those words in which a, like these sounds will come. But in this word, the yeah means yeah sound is coming. So basically, it's not a vowel. And same here, a uniform. So it is also not a vowel, but a consonant. Same here, a eulogy, okay, a useful thing, etc. Okay, so all these words are, we can say, are not vowel, but these are the consonants. Okay,
Okay.
did you understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issues. And the next point is the words which begin with a W sound, as a 1 rupee coin. Okay, one and one legged man, a one-way ticket, a one-man tribunal. So I would like to tell you one simple thing. Okay, whenever if you are speaking a word, then if the sound is coming in Hindi, if we talk in Hindi, but then if the sound like a, like these types of sounds are coming, then it's a vowel. But if these sounds are not coming, then it's not a vowel. Okay, if we talk about English rules, then the words which have a, e, I, o, u in the first word of these, now if it will be these words, then it will be a vowel. but that is not true always. Okay, because in this word, that a 1 rupee coin. So one is basically, if we talk about in English rules, then it will be a vowel, but it is not a vowel. It is a consonant because the va. Okay, this type of sound is coming here. This. Okay, a 1 rupee coin, a one lagged man, a one-way ticket, and a one-man tribunal, etc. Okay, and the next is an is used before words beginning with a vowel sound. Like I also said previously, this includes vowels with a vowel sound as an ox, an eye, an ear, an owl, an elephant, an umbrella, an inkpot, an army, an armchair, an American, an Elst, Elst, Alsatian, okay, an Australian, an Indian, an idiot, an ulcer. So these all types of words are vowels. So we will use an before these words. Okay, and like consonants with a vowel sound as in am a. Okay, so there are also exceptions here. Like these are consonants. If we talk about the grammatical rules in English, but it's not consonant, it's a vowel. Because if we pronounce am a, so okay, am a, so the sound of I will become first. So am a, okay, so I is coming here, am a, okay, so an SDO, so the same SDO, and an Xmas, so X is also there. Okay, so these all words, or we can say, are vowels. So before words with a silent h, okay, like as an our. So in this word h is silent, so we will basically call it as an our, not hour, but we will call it as an our. Okay, h is basically silent here, and the next is an owner. It is not honor, it's honor. Okay, and here it's not here, it's air, and air. Okay, an heirloom. Okay, an honest man, an honorable man. So all these types of words in which the h will be silent, these are all vowels. Okay, and I also said previously that only countable singular nouns take a or n. Only countable singular nouns. Okay, so have you any doubt in these things up to now?
No, sir. It's all clear.
All clear.
Yeah, you can ask to another. If any one of you have doubt, then you can ask. Beginner, Abhi, Veer.
So basically, all are in your mind, or all are clear from the mind.
Some things are in my mind, but if I will revise this, then it will definitely never go from the mind.
And definitely it will help you. And it's a very basic topic, so it's not so much difficult. Okay, it's very easy thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'm moving forward to the next thing, and these are some examples. So you will practice these at your own. Okay, and the next is uses of the indefinite article. Okay, a or an is used in the numerical sense of one. Okay, a or n will also be used whenever we will talk about some things like one thing. Okay, one in the numerical sense of one. Okay, in numerically, like the examples are I bought a dozen mango. मैंने एक दर्जन mangoes खरीदे. So basically 1 dozen. Okay, so in numerical sense it is one. Okay, I bought a dozen mangoes. Okay, and 100 paise make a rupee. Okay, so 100 rupee, sorry, 100 paise make a rupee. And the next is a stitch in time saves 9, and he has an ulcer on his stomach. Okay, so whenever we will use this word like in numerical sense one, then a or n will be used here. Okay, and the next point is in the sense of the same, like birds of a feather flock together. Two of a trade seldom agree. They're much of an age. So same. We are comparing two things. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, two of a trade seldom agree. I think these are some types of idioms. Okay, you can also look at yourself on this point. I'm not very much clear about this point. Okay, and the next
Okay.
point is in the sense of a certain. Certain means whenever there will be certainty that there are how many persons, how many things are there. So a man came and knocked at the door. Okay, एक आदमी आया and उसने दरवाजे पे knock किया. Okay, so one man. So a man. So it is talking about certainty because we are certain that there is a one person. Okay, and the next is I saw a hawker selling his wares in the street. Okay, it is saying that I saw a hawker. A hawker. Okay, ek. So it is the certain thing. So A is used here. Okay, and the next is an old man had seven sons. एक बूढ़े आदमी के सात लड़के हैं. Okay, so an old man. So it's certain thing. So an is used here, and the next is in the sense of every. Okay, he gets a salary of rupees 3,000 a month. He pays his servant rupees 100 a week. So that means he is paying everyone a salary of rupees 33,000 a month. So it is used for all the people. He pays his servant rupees 100 a week. Rice costs 8 rupees a kilo. So it's for everyone. Okay, so we will use a kilo. And he drove his car at 70 kilometers an hour. Okay, so you don't have to remember these whole things. Okay, whenever like the you only should remember the word, the vowel and consonant type of sounds. Okay, whenever you will look at something, just look at is it a consonant sound or it's a vowel sound, then you will be easily able to identify that a will be used or an will be used here. Okay,
Okay.
uh, yes, in the sense of some or any or single. Okay, you have look at yourself. Okay, sorry, you have to look at these at your own. And the next is in a general sense or to represent the whole class. Whenever we talk about a general class, like a dog is faithful to his master. So we are talking about all the dogs. We are not talking about a single dog. We are talking about the whole breed. Okay, so a will be used here whenever we talk about the whole breed. A child cries when he is hungry. Okay, a child cries when he is hungry. A cow is a useful animal. Only an infantryman knows what war is. Okay, so whenever we will talk about the whole breed or a whole caste or a complete, or we can say for everyone, that then a will be used here. And the next is before a proper noun to make it a common noun. Okay, I think you don't know about what is a proper noun and what is a common noun. Anybody of you? Okay, I'm telling you the difference between what is the proper noun and what is the common noun. If we talk about a common noun, then it can be anything like if we talk about the whole bit, like man. Okay, so man is a common noun, but if we give a particular name to that man, like Rohit, okay, so that is the proper noun. Okay, if we are talking about the monuments, then it's a common noun. But if we will give the name to the monument, like if we talk about the Taj Mahal, so then it will be a proper noun. Okay, if I'm talking about a dog, then it's a common noun. But if I will talk about Rocky, then it's a proper noun. Okay, so whenever the basic thing is whenever we give a particular name to a thing, to a person, to a place, to a building, then it will be a proper noun. But if it's a common thing, okay, if we are talking about cow, if we are talking about man, if we are talking about a woman, girl, or a monument, okay, or a building, like if we basically are saying about a building, then it's a common noun. But if we will call it as a like if we will talk like BMG Mall, okay, or any other name, then it will be a proper name, proper noun. Sorry, okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Now, before a proper noun to imply that the person is stranger to a speaker, uh, it's not so important. Okay, you should look at these points at your own. In exclamation before a singular countable noun, in certain phrases, a sore throat, a bad cold, or the most of the superlatives is very much. So these all are all you have to look at your own. Okay, now I'm going forward to the part. Okay, the use of the definite article. So that is used when we wish to particularize a noun. As I said previously also, that whenever we will talk about a particular thing or a special thing, okay, then we will use the at that place. Like the first point is when we speak of things which are only ones of their kind, that is they are very unique things, then we will use the at that place, like the sun, the moon, the earth, the sea, the sky. Okay, so these things are unique, so we will use the before these nouns. Okay, and the next point is when we speak of a particular person or a thing as call the boy who is waiting outside. So we are whom we are calling the boy who is sitting outside or waiting outside. Okay, so we are calling only that specific person. Okay, the next point is the girl who stood first was given a prize. So who girl? The girl who stood first. Okay, so it's a special one, it's a special girl, so we'll use the before that girl. Okay, the tall man is our headmaster. Who man? The tall man. Okay, so it's a special thing about that person. The beggar in that corner is a policeman in disguise. Okay, so these are the special nouns we can say because they are indicating about a special person or a special thing, so we will use the before that noun also. Okay, and the next point is when a singular countable noun is mentioned at first, we use an, but when we refer again to the noun already mentioned, we use the as. Okay, I saw a beggar. The beggar came to me. Okay, it is saying here that if we use a noun at one time, then we will use an before that. But if we want to talk about the same person again in the same sentence, then we will use the before that because now it's special. The beggar came to me. Who? Which beggar? I saw a beggar. जिसको मैंने देखा था. That beggar. So this beggar is special. So we will use the before that. The beggar came to me. Which beggar? Whom I saw. Okay, I saw a beggar. The beggar came to me. I gave food to the beggar. Okay, मैंने उसको खाना दिया. So this is the used. Sorry, at which place it will be used. And the next point is but it is clear from the context that a particular person or thing is meant, we use the. As I was talking to the headmaster yesterday. I was talking to the headmaster yesterday. Okay. The teacher wrote an outline of a story on the background. The teacher. The students are playing in the background. You know, if we use a students, that is not good here. If we use an, that is not good here. Okay, so the students are playing in the background. The baby is crying. His mother has gone to the markets. So your sense, when you know, look, when you do practice and when you look at these things, your sense will tell you that which type of article will be used in which context. Okay. And the next point is when a singular noun is used to represent the whole class of things to which it belongs. When a singular noun is used to represent the whole class of things to which it belongs. The camel in the ship of is the ship of the deserts. So whenever like some things are used like to classify about the whole class, then at that time da will also be used here. Okay, the camel is the ship of the desert. The dog is a faithful animal. Previously I also said you about the articles. I think it's a or an, whatever. This is the same point was also there. Okay, never we will talk about the complete breed or a complete class, and we will use it. So what is your work? You have to differentiate between these points, that when thou will be used, when a will be used. Okay, you will find in the previous pages about the same thing. Okay, when the atom is split, it releases immense energy. Can the leopard change its spots? So it's talking about the whole class of leopard. Can the leopard change its spots? The camel is a ship of the desert. The dog is a faithful animal. Okay, so oh, this thing mentioned here. I didn't look at that, but this thing mentioned here. Like a whole class of things can be indicated in three ways. An ass is a beast of burden, so and can also be used. The ass is a beast of burden. So that is also used. Asses are beasts of burden. So R is also used here. Okay. All the three sentences mean the same thing. Okay, so basically it's the same thing. So don't worry about the things. It's the same. But man, woman used in general sense to denote the whole class never take an article, but it's an exception. Okay, it's an exception that whenever we will use man or woman in general sense about the whole class, then it will never take an article. Okay, like man is immortal, like sorry, man is mortal, and a woman is man's mate. So article will never be used here. So just remember this thing. Okay. And the next is before an adjective to make it a noun in the plural. Before an adjective to make it a noun in the plural, the rich should help the poor. The struggle is between the haves and have-nots. The educated should teach the illiterates. I don't know about this point. I don't have much information. So you should look at this point at your own, what this is saying. Before an adjective to make it a noun in the plural. The rich. So rich is basically an adjective. Before an adjective to make it a noun in the plural, the rich should help the poor. Plural. Sorry, poor. The struggle. The struggle. So struggle is between the haves and have-nots. So according to my information, to whatever I'm understanding, it is saying that whenever before we use an adjective to make it a noun in the plural, like rich is an adjective, okay? So rich should help the poor. So the rich, before rich we will use the, and this is also saying about the plural noun. The rich means we are including all the rich people in this. Okay, so we are saying the rich should help the poor. So we are talking about the whole class of the rich people. So it is making this noun as a plural. So we will use the before this one. Okay, and like this is the superlative degree. These are there are three degrees which are the simple or the simple one we can say, the comparative degree, and that then the superlative degree. What is the difference? Like if we talk about the word that is tall, so tall is a simple degree, and taller is a comparative degree, and tallest is the superlative degree. Okay, so this is the main thing about the degrees, like cold, colder, coldest. Okay, tall, taller, tallest, big, bigger, biggest. So these are the degrees, and biggest, tallest. This is a superlative degree. Okay, it is good, better, best. So best is the superlative degree, and the tallest is also. Longest is also long, longer, longest. Okay, wise, wiser, wisest. Okay, so we will use the before these superlative degrees. Okay, and the next is before a comparative adjective denotes selection out of two. This is the more beautiful of the two toys. Whenever we have a choice, we will have a choice that we have to choose between two things before a comparative adjective to denote selection out of two. Okay, like this is the more beautiful of the two toys. मतलब कि ये जो टॉय है ये इन दोनों में से सबसे मतलब सुंदर. Okay, this is the most more beautiful of the two toys. So whenever we'll have a choice and the comparative degree will be used, then we will also use the before that degree. Okay, like the more beautiful. Radha is the more intelligent of the two sisters. Okay, and the next point is before an adjective to indicate an abstract idea. He is the lover of the god, the pure and the beautiful. Do you know what is an abstract thing? Abstract noun is also there. So whenever we'll use abstract, then it means that it's basically an idea. Okay, so if we talk about this one, he is a lover of the god. So it's an idea, the pure and the beautiful. Okay, so we will use the also before this. He is the lover. He is a lover of the god. Sorry, good. It's good, not god. He is a lover of the good. He is a lover of the good, the pure and the beautiful. So pure. Have you ever seen pure thing? Have you ever seen beautiful thing? Have you ever seen good thing, good acts? We just feel these things. Okay, so abstract means whenever we have things in our mind, like thoughts. Okay, so this is the abstract idea. So we will use the before that. And next is as an adverb with comparative. Comparative. Whenever we will talk about comparative, it is like the more, the merrier. The more you earn, the more you spend. The higher you go, the cooler it is. Okay, the more the merrier, the higher you go, the cooler. So whenever these types of things, like the higher you go, the cooler it will be. The more you earn, then the more you spend, so that will be used here. Okay, the high you go, the high you feel thirsty. Okay, the more hard work you do, the more things you will get. Okay, so this is like this comparative degree, and it will be used before a proper adjective when the word nation or people is understood. The French are more cultured than the English, though English often for the French. Okay, so proper adjective with the name, the nation. It is also used before the names of the nation, like the French, the English, the USA, the UK. Okay, so all these types of words. And next is before a noun with a special emphasis. The verb is the action or word in a sentence. Okay, he is the hero of the day. This is just the thing I want. Okay, this is just the thing I want. यही वो चीज़ है जो मुझे चाहिए. So we are emphasizing on the thing. Okay, so the will be used there. The thing I want. Special emphasis before a noun with a special emphasis. He is the hero of the day. So we are putting emphasis on the hero. Okay, so he is the hero of the day. Before the names of direction, the north, the south, the east, the west. Okay, and there are also the words like these. Sorry, it's gone. Okay, the definite article with proper nouns, a general rule is okay. Let's end here. So, have you any doubt regarding all these points?
No, sir.
Okay, then I think it's enough for today.
Sir, are you done? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
wait.
I'm done.